The red pill is working more than these internet addicts think that it is, my G. Like, if you just think about it, I'm talking about the woman of society. They're kind of waking up, right? A lot of these, I was scrolling on Twitter, man, and I seen this post. It was like there was like hail damage coming on a car. They were on a highway, and all of a sudden they started hailing like golf balls, and it was breaking through a fucking window. And the girl in the car, she was covering herself underneath the guy that was in there, the man. And then some internet addict, he commented. He was like, "I thought feminists said they don't need men to protect women." I'm like, holy shit! When did it get so deep? It was so out of context, bro. Like, there was no relation to that at all. It's a hail damage. She's protecting herself. Then it turns into feminist, actually wanting to be protected by men. Like, it's fucked up. But this is what I'm saying. The red pill is working more than you may think, and women are actually waking up. All right, like, if you kind of think about this, I mean, let's take our standards, for example. Our standards of what a woman, what we want out of a woman. We don't want a boss bitch. We don't want any of these motherfuckers. We don't want a hoe that had past relations. We don't want that stuff, right? And now it has a lot of women questioning. It has a lot of women questioning themselves if they're even able to attract a mate or not. And yes, it could be kind of sad, but that means that there's something in there that's triggering. There's something in there that's like, oh wait, if men aren't going to give me the attention when I do these activities, maybe I should stop. Because yes, they're addicted to that attention. They need that attention. They need the validation. They need the love. They need it all stuff. They need it all before it's too late, right? So they're gonna start to fix up, because if they don't get a man and do all these things, then they have no purpose. All right, then they have no purpose, bro. I don't care what anyone says. They have no purpose. So this is what I'm saying. Like, even think about it. The girl that I'm fucking with right now, she even told me, like, she expects, by the time she's 22 or 23, she expects to have a fiance. She's 19, right? So it's like, I don't know what it is, but they're slowly waking up, man. And she's kind of career driven a little bit, but at the same time, it's like she kind of knows, like, yeah, I want to have my fiance, I want to have all this stuff. So these women, all the big influencers like Andrew Tate and everybody else who's pushing this ideology of women and masculine traits and all that kind of stuff, it's actually helping more than you may think. And yes, there's going to be the few that rebuttal against these statements and these points and these ideologies, but at the same time, there's going to be the few that actually accept it and start changing their ways. And I think that us men, we need to work on how we perceive women. All right, we're all perceiving them as the same as the hoes and the bitches that have all these high standards, but in reality, that's not necessarily true. You need to unplug from the fucking internet and go actually interact with real women and start interacting with these men that give you examples of the minority of women who have these standards and have these beliefs on the world, because that's what's holding a lot of people back, and that's what's causing this, I don't know, this polarity. That's what's causing it. So all I'm saying is that these women are kind of fixing up. Then they understand it, because I was watching a Michaela Peterson's podcast, and a woman asked her, can I still be considered a high value woman, or can I still find a mate if I've been promiscuous in my past? And yes, you can, but it's kind of sad she questioned that, because she thought she would die alone. Well deserved, honestly, but she's not gonna die alone. But you see what I mean? Like, they're kind of thinking that, bro. If someone's constantly calling you fat, or you're not gonna get a bitch unless you have money, you're not gonna get a bitch unless you have money, deep down inside you're gonna be like, okay, wait, shit, so how do I make money? You're not gonna get a girlfriend if you continue to eat junk food and you keep watching porn. You're not gonna get a girlfriend. You're not gonna get a girlfriend. If you continuously hear that when you scroll, it's gonna start planting these positive seeds, or it could be negative or sad, but you're gonna really start to wake up a little bit, right? Some may take action, some may not. And even way back then, like maybe 2016, 17, there was a huge trend of guys saying, yeah, I don't fuck with girls who smoke. And I noticed after that happened, a lot of girls stopped smoking. They said, I don't even know why I do it. It's such a waste of time and money. In reality, they realized that most of the men that give them attention aren't going to give them attention because of what they do on a daily basis. And if what you're doing on a daily basis is not giving you the attention that you desire, then you're slowly going to stop doing that. Simple as that. Like, if I go to a party and I start making a joke, or try to make jokes, and nobody laughs, you think I'm going to continue to try to make jokes? Nigga, I'm going to sit my ass in the corner and kind of cry. Or I'm going to fix up my ways and start being a normal human being. Right? If I sit on this channel and I make rain videos and they get 5 views and 5 views and 5 views, am I going to continue to do that? It's the same concept. So these women aren't stupid. Yes, some may be delusional.
I was gonna say we don't actually need gravity, but that's a different thing.
What do you mean by that?
I saw someone do this. Was this a TikTok? We were watching something where someone's like, we don't actually need gravity. We were watching this with me. Like, we actually don't need it.
What do you mean that we don't need gravity?
What if it was never invented?
But We just have to give them time. All right, and I kind of disagree with the fact that all these women are gonna reach to age 50 and be sad as fuck, because it's not necessarily true. Like, it is to a certain extent, but I also feel like there's going to be a large percentage of those women that are actually gonna wake up and they're actually gonna fix their ways. And I know Fresh and Fit has helped a few of women a lot. They helped a lot of women, even the women they've had on their podcast, and I condemn that. I condemn that for sure. But who knows, right? There's going to be the minority that are going to hit 50 and they're going to be sad and they're going to not have any any husband. Yes. Okay? But then you just have to realize, like, that's the minority. That's the minority. The majority is the ones that are going to fix up. The majority are the ones who already have the regular standards. The majority are the ones who grew up with the father. So the fact that everyone thinks it's every woman and all of this stuff, it needs to be pushed aside. That ideology needs to be switched up. So as long as other influencers grow up and they get bigger, whatever, or people keep pushing the content that's already out there on these gender roles and whatever the fuck it may be, then things will work out in due time. They will. Or if us men stop giving attention to the bitches that aren't doing the right things, then they will fix up. They're not gonna die alone. They're gonna fix up because they'll choose not to die alone. But then it does come down to what weak men in society are going to be adding to the fire, but whatever, that's besides the point. But the red pill is working more than you think. Unplug from the internet. Love you. Start off tomorrow strong, G. Peace.